Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be talking about.
Hold on a second. Sorry.
Hey, we're on two different things.
Platforms.
So thanks for joining us. We'll wait a little bit. Hey Abdul. Hey Sandeep.
Oh God, we're getting calls again.
While we're going live, guys. Oh, thanks for all the
Erin.
Hey, while we're live, guys, please do not contact us because we're not going to be able to answer your calls. So if you could wait till later, or you can also send us a message. Hey, everyone, thanks for tuning in.
How do I? Hold on, I'm coming.
Someone wants to join?
No, I'm just trying to pin this. There we go. There we go. Hi. Hi, Insta lovers. Hi, Facebook lovers. Okay.
Hey, guys.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. No.
Sorry, my fat ass. So,
hey, guys.
How's everybody doing? Can we get some hearts?
We want to feel the love.
Will gave us a heart. Thanks, Will.
So today we're going to be talking about, we shared this at the end of our episode last week about oversharing and what that means. And then does oversharing affect ghosting as well? So we're going to get into that.
Yeah, let's just take it from the top. And don't forget, thanks, Sarah. Don't forget to ask your questions, and we will do our best to get to all of them and answer them. Hi, Mohammed. Okay, so Natasha, start us off, Chickie.
Okay, so
sorry, I'm just turning off my mirror, guys.
The reason that we brought up this topic is we hear this all the time about people getting ghosted. Yeah. And it's funny because I hear a lot of people talking about it and they always blame the ghoster and not the ghostee.
Yes.
And it's like, if someone ghosts you, they weren't that good anyways, or, it's the person who's ghosting. But let's talk about why that person wants to ghost you. Nobody's going to be all in and then disappear. So Nicole and I were talking about this a little bit because she was, we were kind of talking about both sides of what it is. And either the person wasn't that serious to begin with, and perhaps you didn't pick up on the signs. So at any given moment, they were going to be out of there anyways.
Yep.
Or we were also talking about the other side of that, of the person was all in. But then once you started oversharing all these intimate details of your life, then all of a sudden they cut. And the difficulty is, and we always talk about this and we will continue to talk about this, no one knows themselves as a dater.
Yeah.
The other people that love and care about you, they also don't know you as a dater. Only the people that are dating you know you as a dater. So it is an interesting perspective, and we get an aerial view of what everybody's saying about this one individual that's doing the dating.
Yeah.
We get to hear both sides. We just recently had this where a couple met, they hit it off, they were going on dates, they were going to sporting events, they were going on long drives, they were really enjoying getting to know one another.
Yeah.
Until one person in the dynamic started really sharing some intimate details about.
Well, also not just intimate details, also just something that you wouldn't want to share on your fifth date.
Yeah. So yes, you want to be honest about who you are, but there's such a fine line between being honest and oversharing some negative things about what's going on. And that's why it's also good to have us talk to about all the things that are going on so that you don't have to be sharing it with the other person. But also too, when you are in an intimate setting, and you feel comfortable with the person, then you start sharing all these things. Two things happen. Either you feel like you want to be honest and say it all up front, so the person is like, they know everything about you. There's a reason why people overshare. It's not just because you're a blabbermouth. And or sometimes you end up oversharing because you want someone maybe to feel sorry for you about the things that you've been through, that you've conquered. I feel like oftentimes people share that because they're like, oh my gosh, I went through all this dark shit and I'm still standing. But the other person's not thinking it in that way. They're thinking like, holy shit, you went through a lot of stuff.
Or you're looking for some like sort of sympathy or empathy.
Absolutely.
Which you can't really expect that from somebody that you don't really know
that well. Yes. You want them to get to know and love all the things about you that are positive. Then, as time goes on, you can start sharing little bits of your not so pleasant things that have happened to you through the course of your life.
Exactly.
So that the person's like, oh, I already know you, I already love you, and I care about you. So if you're sharing that something, you know, in the past happened, they can kind of understand it a little more because they already know everything about you.
Exactly.
And they already like you, and they like all the things about you. So I feel like that is something that we need to tap into.
Exactly.
What is it that you're sharing? And then how does that turn out in ghosting? And then, well, we could talk a little bit about that too, about ghosting. Because I think that, did you already see the signs of the person, right? Like, you know, you would text them and then maybe you wouldn't hear back from them for, you know, days.
Yeah, they're already showing you distance.
Exactly. They're already kind of showing. So in the end, when they do disappear completely, you would maybe already know that that was going to happen. It shouldn't be so shocking.
Exactly.
If you message someone and it takes them several days to get back to you, they're not that interested, and that should be a sign.
Sorry, guys.
That should be your sign. We spoke about this last week about effort and intention.
Yes.
So those are some things that you always kind of want to know right up in the beginning.
Yeah.
Are we just randomly
First intention, then effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we seeing each other on a regular basis? Are we talking on a regular basis? Or do you want to make plans with me? Are you talking about and not like, oh, you know, I want to spend the summer with you and it's like February. Not that. Like, I want to see you tomorrow. What are you doing this weekend? What are your plans look like next week? Like, short-term goals of I want to spend more time with you and get to know you. It is very difficult to get to know someone through texting only. Like before, there was
don't recommend
there
that.
was no such thing before as ghosting.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we can't answer calls right now. Sorry.
Yeah, certainly message us if you do have a question, you do want to speak, but
jump in the
chat and we can definitely answer
any of your questions.
Yeah. So yeah, before, like, you know, back in the day, people really, there was no such thing as ghosting. Why?
Yeah.
Because, well, I guess somebody could stop contacting you by phone. But before, we weren't at, I almost next call, I want to answer it and just see what's going to happen. I'm curious.
Right?
So yeah, I do feel.
We're good. How are you?
Hey.
Sorry.
I think it was like maybe more difficult before to ghost because you weren't just typing someone.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess
text messaging.
Well, I guess people could just stop calling you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So either way, I feel like even if it was back in the day, that person's effort and intention, that is never going to go old.
Exactly.
Whether
Pay attention to that.
Yeah. You would know right away And I feel like oftentimes people are so serious too about like, oh, I'm just not looking for anything serious. And then you're like, oh, okay, me either, because you like the person and you don't want to.
Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, but in the end, that person saying to somebody that you're not looking for something serious, they're missing the last part of that sentence, and that is with you.
More importantly,
I'm not looking for something serious with you. It could be everybody,
yeah,
but who cares?
Mhm.
All those everybody's don't mean shit.
Exactly.
It's about they're not that serious, and they've had enough balls to even say it to you to your face that I'm not looking for anything serious. So if you do want to get involved with me, it is at your own risk.
Exactly.
Because we've seen this forever. I've never, and Nicole, please correct me if I'm wrong, if my memory's not serving me.
Yeah.
I have never seen anyone ever share with someone, I'm not looking for anything serious with you, whether they're going to say that part or not, because that part's harsh, and it turned into a beautiful love affair. I've never.
But also, you know what, guys? For the men, when a lady's sharing with you that she's looking for something serious and you tell her that you are not looking for something serious and she decides to go along with it anyway, don't. Because chances are she's gonna start to get weird on you.
Okay, but then oftentimes I feel like chicks do this where it's like, oh, I'm not looking for anything serious.
Yeah.
Right? The guy says that. And then the girl's like, oh, no, me either.
When that's not true.
And when that's not true.
That's not
so
true.
guys get duped too.
Yeah.
It's like,
for sure.
oh, what? I thought you weren't looking for anything serious either.
That's
But don't
tricky.
smash.
Yeah.
Because even if she wasn't looking for something serious, the day that you guys consummate your relationship, whatever that may be, fun friendship or fun or not, things are going to change for her. And maybe not right away, but over time, if you continue your sexual relationship, she will be all in. And then she's going to have the conversation next of, what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
what are we?
What are we?
What are we doing?
It's like, oh, and then the guy's going to say like,
oh, remember I
told you I'm not looking for anything serious. You're like, oh.
And that's when the shitstorm begins.
Yeah.
So for both parties,
Don't do it.
Just be honest.
Yeah.
And if a lady shares with you that she's willing to go along with it anyway, after she's initially shared with you that she's looking for something more, but just to kind of, I guess, stay in your presence, she decides that she's going to say, I'm going to go with it anyway. Don't go for that. Don't go for that. It's dangerous for you.
Yeah.
Because she's going to start to get on your nerves.
And also too, like, it's hard for both.
Hi, Soul Guidance.
Hey,
You're like our favorite.
oh my gosh, Soul Guidance, we love you. We like, you're our tribe. So thank you so much for connecting with us.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm all Soul Guidance in my mind now. No matter what, for both people, because yes, I feel like guys, you're gonna get in the trap of something you don't want, but even for ladies, we speak to ladies on a daily basis that share like, oh, we had such a great time together, we have all this stuff in common, and right when we get to like this serious point, they go back to resorting back to, oh, I'm not looking for something serious. I told you that. I shared that with you several times. So then we get all get all in our minds, and then we're like, what did that mean? Oh, they're coming over tonight. They must like me. Oh, we had this amazing connection. And then he leaves. And then you don't hear from him again until the next time he's, what you doing? Those are your signs already that this person is already lacking in effort and showing what their intentions are with you. So you really have to be getting involved at your own risk, because you're not going to know what the outcome is. And then that, like we talked about this last week about picking up what that person's putting down. When we start picking up other things that are not what that person is putting down, it leaves us so confused and heartbroken when we were so invested in this person that we liked so much, but nobody that is serious about finding someone special has no time to invest in making
Exactly.
that happen.
You'll definitely make the time.
I've never seen that.
Mhm.
In the 20 years that we've been doing this, I've never seen someone in love with someone or really interested in them and not showing them effort.
It just doesn't happen.
It does not happen.
Yeah, it doesn't. And if you're interested, you're gonna do what interested people do,
And that is make time.
and that's make time and show effort.
You want to make time to get to know someone. Even I was having this conversation with someone this week about even your online. Hey, even when you are online dating, it says just dating, not looking for something serious, looking for something long term. These are the questions or the type of people. Like,
Love is a verb.
it is.
So
It's
guys,
action
it is.
oriented.
Exactly.
And when someone likes you, they don't want anyone else to like you. So they want to make sure they snag you. They're not going to let you linger around in the universe while other people get the opportunity to get to know you.
Yeah.
So it's tough. We're here for you. We want to talk you through what is going
All of
on
it. Mhm.
so that you can get to your goal of finding someone special. And maybe because we've done this for a very long time, we kind of know the red flags of like, okay, this person's clearly not showing interest. They're very short. They, you could kind of, and also too, having us kind of do the work keeps your emotions out of it while you're doing the searching. Because you want to be hopeful and we want you to be hopeful. That is something
That's major.
Yeah, that is major. You want to be hopeful and you want to believe that it's going to come true, so it will. Once you start putting doubt into the mix, it starts affecting the outcome. When you start doubting your, I think that's
whether it's going to work or not.
I feel like that is most of the issue these days. I meet people every single day, whether that's even personally or professionally, that are attractive, successful, and really want to find someone special and are doing nothing about it because the online world is grueling and it's frustrating. Let's answer this. Someone's contacting us.
But is it going to pause our other thing? Hi, Yusuf.
Hey, you said, do you have a question that you want to share?
You just want to give us a thumbs up?
You like us?
You really like us? Thank you so much.
Reach back out to us when we're not on our live so we can speak to you. Contact us when we are not on our live.
Okay?
Okay.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Close.
Sorry, did you guys see that?
Did you guys hear any of that or did it pause it? We just wanted to see what was happening.
We love you.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
So we were talking about just people feeling leery. I feel the online, most people, when you're thinking about online, you're thinking about fun. You're not thinking of anything serious, long-term, or committed.
Yeah.
You're thinking like, oh, it's online, it's fun. And then the actual idea, like we speak to all different age groups, men and women, and every single person we talk to is like, oh my gosh, I come home from work and I think about logging on and I just don't. I log on and then I just log right back off. It's a grueling process.
Yeah.
But meeting someone special should not be a grueling process. It should be fun and it should be serious. If you are looking for a serious partner, you have to have the intention that that's I'm looking for. You want the universe to meet you where you're at. So if you're down here in a lower vibration thinking like, oh, this isn't gonna work anyways, forget about it, I'm just like, who cares? Then it's not gonna work. How could that outcome be what you want? Versus being on a higher vibration of, I believe in myself, I'm a good-hearted, loving person, and I want to find someone special, and I'm going to put everything I have into making that happen. That is how that is going. We say that to every single person.
Yeah.
You have to be 100% in belief that this is going to work for you. Because we see the people that are like, I want this to happen, but it probably won't.
We used to be the people that used to be like, okay, well, we'll take the challenge. And we'll be like, okay, just be a member anyway, and we'll make you a believer. You know what? That's just too stressful for us.
And too much of a responsibility.
Yeah, I can't be responsible for your
believe
happiness.
in this
you have to already be happy.
more than you.
Yeah, 100,000%.
Yeah.
So now we only accept people that are on that path.
Yeah.
And understand what it is they want and how they want to get it.
I also feel like too, sometimes it is difficult to come to terms with the fact that you could be standing in your own way.
Yeah.
And to come to the realization that you want to hear what it is that is standing in your way is maybe a little embarrassing or painful, or maybe you just don't believe it.
Yeah.
This is never going to be our personal opinion. We connect with everybody on a really cool level.
Yeah.
We are basing this off of what other people are sharing about you in the dating space, so that you don't continue making the wrong mistakes. And it could be just something so little, like you are oversharing about something that happened to you when you were a little girl, or some relationship trauma that you went through that happened to you that scarred you, or whatever it is. That's what we're here for. We can work through all of that. You get to share it and get it off of your chest. And we're not biased about that.
We'll share with you what you can share and what you shouldn't.
Absolutely. It is so painful for us to see when someone is the definition of insanity, which is continuing to do the same thing over and over in hopes to get a different response. It does not work that way. So you really do need to do something different in order to get a different outcome.
Exactly.
So we want to explain that to you and be there for you through the process of that. So ghosting isn't a thing.
Exactly.
And you're not picking up the wrong things that people are putting down in the way of being hopeful.
Yeah.
We want you to be legitimately hopeful. And that's through how you're feeling about yourself on the inside. Because that's what essentially the person's going to fall in love with.
Exactly.
No one's going to fall in love with your credentials. Yes, somebody wants someone who's successful. Yes, of course. Attractive's where we start our matching process.
Yeah.
It is our level, our entry level of, these two people, they look cute together.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then it goes from there of, okay.
Then it goes to like character and
type of person.
Yeah.
Right?
Soul
Type of person. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, all of our clients that we are currently working with, I love.
So awesome.
They are beautiful souls. They want to find someone special, and they're open-minded to hearing what might be standing in their way. Because without that, we're never going to be the matchmakers that are just going to agree with everything that you say.
Yeah.
We are here to listen, but we're also here to help and be there for you. And sometimes when we date and we and it's not working out the way we want, it's depressing.
Yeah.
Being alone for a long period of time.
Yeah, I think that sometimes
depressing.
I think that being single for a period of time is necessary.
Absolutely.
But it only becomes an issue when you've been single for too long. Because then you get into a very single
you can do
life
all
mentality.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially for women. It gets very, very dangerous for women. And not good for men either.
Yeah. I feel like I agree with that, Nicole. Like I feel like once you've kind of gone through a breakup, you've been with someone for a while, and you break up, there is that time where you need to have your single life of not feeling responsible for a relationship or another person and to just do you. But what does that mean? Because you don't want to have a gap of any type, whether that's short or long or whatever that is, and not go within and be like, okay, I saw that and why it didn't go wrong. It didn't go right.
Yeah.
And it ended. I saw that. I saw what
The role I play.
my responsibility in that.
Yeah.
The other person's responsibility in that.
Yeah.
And now who am I now moving forward? Because if I don't work on what happened in my past relationship, I don't want to get involved with another type of person like that, because that will happen where you where you find you're back in that same situation of an abusive relationship, and you're like, oh my gosh, my last
because you're attracting the wrong shit.
Right, because you
You need to change your energy.
Right, you never worked on whatever it was that you weren't satisfied with in the relationship, like
in the first place.
Right, what went wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Because if that type isn't working for you, then you need to change. And I'm not talking about height, race, occupation, not that type.
Yeah.
We're talking about personality traits of being mistreated and not loved. And you don't want to end up, now I've been single for whatever the duration of time is, and now boom, I'm back in the same situation, same type of relationship. You want to heal.
The exact same thing, exactly.
You want to heal.
Sorry, MD, not right now, honey.
You want to heal whatever it is that was standing in your way, so that when you do move on to next relationships, you're healed and you're happy, and you are really, portraying or projecting the person you want to be, which is like happy, healthy, secure, loving. You can't expect, and we always talk about this, to be loved so that you can receive love. If you walk around closed, it's going to be very difficult anywhere to find someone special, because like Nicole and I are here on a mission.
Yes.
This is not just for shits and giggles, and it's not just for us to put ourselves out there. This, if it was up to Nicole and I, no one would probably even know who we were.
Seriously, we just started showing our faces.
We are behind the scenes chicks. We always have been.
Yeah.
And
we're the ones that do the work.
Yeah, this is like not what we do. This is who we are.
Yeah.
So, sorry, who keeps contacting us, Nicole?
I don't know.
MJ? No, MD. MD, please stop contacting us. We can't take your call right now, and stop calling us isn't gonna work. We're doing a live right now, doll, so we can't answer.
Okay, call back in half an hour.
Yes.
Okay. Yikes, Aronies.
What is going on? Yikes. Why would someone do that?
I don't know. Anyway, sorry, we're just gonna have to keep clicking out. All right, sorry.
This is insane. I can't believe this.
Like soldiers, right? Shit, girl. Okay, so anyway, we're like, hold on. Oh, are we gonna be able to get through this?
You know what? Can we just pause for a sec? Answer this.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Hi, MD. We can't talk right now, hon. We're doing a live.
Please stop calling us.
Okay.
Thank you. Please stop contacting us. You can call us back in half an hour, MD.
Oh,
sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
So yeah, if it was up to Nicole and I, you would never even know who we were. But we understand that it's a crazy time right now, and we want to be a voice for love. So, and the reason I bring that up is this is so crazy.
We'll just ignore it. Just ignore it. Sorry.
There is a need right now. There needs to be a voice for love.
Yes.
This isn't about tips, and this isn't about like, oh, follow these 5 rules.
Do people follow tips? Do people even follow tips?
No one listens to other people's advice. They want to vent.
They'll go through one ear and out the other.
And they're going to do what they want to do in the end. Everybody does. So as long as you're being your best version of yourself, we want to help you with that. Why? Because it's not about, matchmaking or online dating. It's about you being an authentic version of yourself, so that when you're out in the world, people will be like, oh my gosh, what a nice person. I want to get to know them. your personality has to be your quality, and because that's what someone's gonna fall in love with. Your personality and your heart and soul.
Exactly.
Why do the other people that know you love you?
Exactly.
Some stranger needs to get to know that.
Exactly.
There's no secret place where all the good people are.
Sorry, guys.
It's
the truth.
There's no, oh my gosh, this online site, this matchmaking firm, this wherever club. There's no secret people. There's no secret society of all the good people. There's good people everywhere.
That are hiding from you.
Yeah, there's good people everywhere. Are you a good person?
Yes.
Are people hiding from you, or are you hiding from them, or both?
Yeah.
These are crazy times. And I love the platform of online dating, but yet I see where people get frustrated.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people online dating, and a lot of those people are messaging you that shouldn't be. So it's exhausting.
Very.
So, and you want to be hopeful, and there's just lots of components right now when it comes to love, and it's not so simple.
Exactly.
I find that fascinating.
I know.
I have to say.
Sorry, MD. Can you MD call us? Call us in a half an hour, please. Call us in a half an hour, please.
Is MD anywhere
Yeah,
on here?
Right here.
He sees that we're doing a live. MD, you see that we're doing a live, doll.
I don't want to block you,
you.
MD. I don't want to block you, honey. So just stop.
Yeah, we want to talk to you, but just not right now, babe.
Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
This is just so much fun. I'm almost about to cancel.
Okay, so I want to talk about something fun.
Yes.
I want to talk about, so there was this interview with, what's his name?
Sway
with Lamar Odom. And he was, okay, so I'm sure everybody knows this, but if you don't know this.
Yeah, I'll do
just
this
down
while
that.
you.
If you don't know this, Lamar Odom used to be married to Khloe Kardashian. And they broke up because he was a crackhead and was always cheating on her and all kinds of madness.
Okay, however,
yes.
I have to put this in there because this is the love that they had for each other. Obviously you have to feel something on a completely another level to marry someone
in 30 days.
In a month of knowing them, right? Mm-hmm. So their connection was real, and I feel like the love was too. But then you put all that other stuff of obviously he has a drug problem. He's a celebrity.
And she probably didn't know that because you just met,
and it takes time to get to know someone. Yeah. So I feel like their love though was real.
No, 100,000%.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's get into this.
Mm-hmm.
So I love astrology.
Same.
I think that, I know some people are like,
so guidance, are you still there?
I know, right? This is right up your alley, girl. So some people are like, that's foolishness. Who cares about that? Da, da, da. But there is something to be said about
who goes with
who and who could better understand, where it's easier, not easy, but easier. There's some signs that actually it's easier to communicate, easier to get along with.
I am a water sign.
Yeah.
Okay? And my two best friends that I've had for over 20 years are both water signs. And the three of us all go together very well. Exposed fabric.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
The three of us go together
like strawberries and champagne.
Effortlessly. There's no fussing and fighting.
Yes.
It just goes.
Yeah.
So
we communicate the same. That's why. Yeah. Because our communication styles are similar, and that's the astrology part that I think is pretty cool, because that is true. So I say all that to say that Khloe is a Cancer, and Lamar is a Scorpio. They're both water signs. It makes sense that their love would be that deep. Because
agreed,
we're water signs,
and I feel like even after
we're an example
of
a friendship that's that way, because I'm a Scorpio and she's a Cancer, so it's just,
and we just go,
and we completely understand each other. There's never a cross of a line because we just know don't need to.
I know no other person I've literally sat beside this girl for
Literally.
20 years
Yeah.
through everything in my life.
Thick and thin.
Like work day, after work, weekends, special occasions, holidays, birthdays,
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
So I do think that there is something
to be said for that.
That you
Okay,
could-
so Chloe and Lamar, I love that. And I
and
low key, okay, not low key, high key, want them to work that out. Because
No,
I think that was, I
even
think there was
to-
genuine, I would put that match together.
even
again.
through all of their trials and tribulations,
Yeah.
they're breaking up. Her saving him from his near-death experience.
Yeah.
Their whole duration of their relationship now, they've never denied their love that they had for one another.
No, not at all.
It wasn't about, but then again, just like Tina Turner says, what's love got to do with it?
Oh, man.
There's so many
You know what I want you to
components.
explain to them? I want you to explain like your theory on how it works when the pros and the cons.
Okay.
You know? This is a good break.
So this is the most challenging, I think, and probably hurtful too. We could have a list of all the things that we love about someone, and it could be lengthy. And there could literally be one thing on the con side, and it ruins it. Like this situation of Chloe and Lamar. When someone's dealing with an addiction, you can't love them out of it.
Yes.
You can't love them to be good. They have to come to it in their own time, through their own realization. Nicole and I were just having even this conversation the other day about it doesn't matter in a relationship if you are not getting the same thing that the other person is, then it makes it very difficult to connect with that person. And you can hope and wish and pray that that person is going to turn around, but in the end, you might just not go good together. And having that one con is going to affect the whole relationship.
Yeah.
Relationships and love and being with someone come with many components.
Mm-hmm.
So it just can't be, oh, I love the stuff on paper, but they don't treat me good. Or what if they do treat you good, but they're not ideal on paper? There's someone that we follow on Instagram, and she actually just popped into my mind. She has a book. I'll talk to you about it next week, because her name just popped into my mind. And she was speaking about this, about who you are in the relationship and all the different components that come with it. And it's not just one thing. Oh, her point that she was making, she was on the Steve Harvey show. She's a doll. And she was saying that she knew someone, or it was a part of the book, that someone had met a guy and he wasn't doing that well for himself. And she ended up taking a chance on him, and it turned out to be the most beautiful love affair, and he went on to, be better than how he started. So it's really about the treatment of the person, right? And not so much about their credentials and all of that.
Exactly.
Yes, it is important. So I do want to put that disclaimer out there that obviously you're not going to want to date a bum if you're doing very well for yourself.
Exactly.
But you want to meet the person, get to know them, and see who they are, and all the things about their personality, who loves them, who they love, and where they kind of are in their life. Are they positive? Are they, meeting you kind of at your level of where you are emotionally? Not just like, oh, well, I make 6 figures and I drive a Mercedes, and he just drives, I don't know, a Toyota. Like, that has nothing to do with, right? That has everything. You're going to fall in love with the person.
Exactly.
And not their stuff. And you have to be very clear on who you are and who they are in this really deep, raw, naked self. When everything's stripped away, who are they? Not their job, not their car, not their bank account. not that stuff, who they are inside. Do they love themselves? If someone does not love themselves, it is very difficult for them to love you. If someone is not
Facts.
happy, they cannot make you happy.
Yeah.
If they are not happy,
Yeah.
you
And
are
it's not their responsibility, but
That
more
too.
importantly, they can't even assist.
But exactly, like even it, because no matter what, if you're happy, right, and you're a full content person, and you meet someone who is not happy, they cannot bring happiness to the union. They
Yeah.
don't have it in them just yet.
Yeah.
So yes, because I feel like that gets mixed, right?
Yeah.
It is no one's responsibility but your own to make you happy.
Exactly.
No one has enough power to do that. So if you are happy and fulfilled inside, that is
All those things can change.
that
Yeah. Mhm.
is a credential, how happy that person is. I was speaking with someone yesterday, and we always talk about this, and I think that we've spoke about this.
569.
We've probably spoke about this before.
Mhm.
If you are in a relationship with someone and they we're talking about standards. Sorry. If you are with someone or looking for someone, the standard isn't, oh, I always hear people say, oh, I should lower my standards. This is insane. I should lower my standards, or I should raise my standards.
Yeah.
Standards are based off of how well that person treats you and cares about you.
Exactly.
That's what standards are based on.
Exactly.
You need to higher up your standards if you're not being treated well.
Exactly.
It's not about, oh, I'm too picky. No. People just say that. when
Yeah, it's a
no one
cop-out.
likes them.
It's a cop-out.
So if you're talking about standards, it should be based off of how well that person treats you, how they love you the way you want to be loved, and if they can fit you into their real life. Those
Exactly.
are the things that are going to make something happen.
Exactly.
Other than that, it's going to be challenging.
Exactly. And you don't want, we already discussed that. I think that was the week before last. You don't want to be a challenge. Challenge doesn't work for anybody.
There's a difference between being
Not in a relationship.
There's-
We're trying to get one.
and there's a difference between being sexually easy
Mm-hmm.
and maybe being a little more hard to get. I guess as a term, even though I feel like at bottom line is being challenging to someone is going to make the person less interested.
Exactly.
So that is something that you certainly want to discuss. Any other celebrity
Yeah.
relationships that
But I
you
just want to go back just to piggyback
Yeah.
off of what you were saying
Sure.
about the pros and the cons. So just to touch back to, that's how it's possible for someone to have all these amazing pros and have like 2 cons and the relationship doesn't work, right? Because I think people look at pros and cons and think to themselves, well, if they have all of these pros, these little cons won't make a difference. But there's some cons that make all the difference. So for those people that we speak to that kind of beat themselves up for ending a relationship based on like what somebody else might say is one small con, it's a thing. There has to the pros and the cons have to be, what is the word I'm looking for? It has to be, your con can't be something that has something to do with your character.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If the con, typically where it doesn't work is if the con, that one con, and there's this list of 50 pros, but that one con is like a character problem, it's likely not to work.
Yeah. And then let's discuss what cons are for you, because
There's definitely deal breakers. for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. There's a difference between
But be easy on the deal breakers too, though, guys. Because there's some ladies that and men too that just overdo it with the deal breakers. We only allow 3 deal breakers, period. Like after that, don't put anything else because I'm just gonna ignore it. Like character is key. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you have to also give yourself a chance. You also have to give people a chance to see where you're gonna find this love that you're looking for. You can't just be closed-minded and think that you're gonna find it. It just doesn't work
Yeah,
that way.
well, even like while we're on the Kardashian topic, and Nicole and I, we always talk about this. So exactly, see, for Khloe and Lamar, like although they went through like a breakup and some things happened, infidelity and some addiction issues and all of that, their love was so good. So like, is that worth fighting for? Because I think there's such a fine line between when to work it out and when not to. And like, if trust is broken, can you still be together, right? Maybe we'll talk about that next.
I think that it depends on what the person broke trust on.
Well, no, cheating.
Ooh, yeah, I think
see, because you know what else too? Well, we only have a few minutes, and I feel like this is a topic, so we're gonna talk about this next week about trust issues with that. Because see, then what
when
happens
someone's
too?
cheated.
Yeah, because then what happens too is like now you have trust issues, not just with this person but now in general. So it's like it makes it a bigger thing. So is it worth it?
Now, come to think of it, now that you said that, I'm thinking like, no, in all the situations, and we've heard a gazillion situations, and 100,000 stories, more than that. Has there ever been a circumstance in where it worked?
You know what? I'm not gonna even answer right now. I'm gonna think about that.
Yeah, because off the top of my head right now, I cannot think of a situation where it worked long term. I think temporarily it works.
Yeah, I'll answer that question next week.
But you don't really actually move forward because you're constantly remembering what that person did to you. Remembering the
100%.
betrayal.
So
and it's hard to forgive that.
So just wrap up the Kardashian story, because
I want to talk about something else about the Kardashians.
Okay.
One more thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let's just do, I want to do some matching right now, okay?
I'm fine with that.
So, I know you do. This is your thing. Okay, so Kim and Kanye.
Love.
The reason why I think that's going to work is there seems to be a genuine mutual respect.
Okay, but not only
and
that.
She allows him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What I also love about their match is that first of all, firsthand, anybody who can put up with a Gemini long term,
oh man,
God bless your soul. Anyways, so yes, I think that she respects who he is.
Well, she's an air sign too, technically, so that's probably why.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
She respects who he is and loves him for that, and I feel like him too.
Yes.
All the other people that she ever dated, I feel like she loved them more than they loved her. And you could tell by the outcomes of the relationship. And also dealing with athletes, I feel is like tricky. Kanye loves Kim so much that she has no other choice than to love him.
Yeah.
To experience a love like that where someone wants to see you on 10 all the time and they're your number one supporter and they want you to be controversial and they want you to be the best, and like, who wouldn't want to love like that? Of someone that just loves you so much. So I love that about them.
Yeah.
Even though he has some crazy antics and all that, loves
Kanye's
so
Kanye.
much.
Yeah, Kanye's Kanye. Like at the end of the day, but
he loves her.
But
so
there's also
much.
that you could see that deep rooted respect that there's where they allow each other to be who they actually are.
Yes.
Yes. But and that's a thing, and I think that's what we always try to drive home to our clients and prospective clients is that you can't have that. That is.
You can have it all as long as you
that's
believe
like
it.
Too good to be true, or that's a fairy tale, or no. There's a lot of people that have that. So you too, you too can have that.
Yeah.
So
you just have to believe that you will have it. I feel like that, and then obviously through childhood trauma, relationship traumas, we start being a little more leery and like carrying some of that. So if we can even help you with that, we want to. Like, that is our goal here, to see you through to the other side of this, so you could be happy, however that may be for you.
Exactly.
What's your definition of success or happiness? We want that for everybody. We're here for you.
Exactly.
And we want to give love a voice. You know, like the Cat and Nat, they are two moms. They gave moms a voice.
Yeah.
And we
Totally.
needed that.
Yeah.
And Nicole and I are here to give love a voice.
Exactly.
That you can have it. And
it's very achievable. You can definitely meet the love of your life. It's a process, but you have to be willing to go through it. It depends on how important it is to you.
Exactly.
What are you prepared to do for it?
Agreed.
What are you prepared to do for it?
So,
right?
Yeah. So, okay. So back to Kardashians, I've just been struggling with this for so long. I love Scott and Courtney.
Me too.
So much. Like, I've the whole time I've known them as a couple.
Yeah.
So, but I do agree that they're not good together.
No. Agreed.
And then it doesn't matter anymore how much you love the person if you're not good together.
Yeah, if it's just not.
Because I think that it's such a fine line to, should we stay together or should we not?
Yeah.
And if you're not good together, then like, what's love got to do with it? It doesn't mean anything if you're not good together. So, and then lastly, in the Kardashian family, Kris, I hope you see
Oh
this.
gosh.
Okay. I'm a matchmaker.
Should we tag her?
Yeah, exactly.
I have a match for you, Kris.
I am a matchmaker. Okay.
I have a
So
match for you.
God gave me that as my talent and gift to
Yes.
love and match people. So I literally could see two people and be like, yeah, you guys go together.
Yeah,
Kris,
literally.
I know you love Corey and I hope the best for you. I hope you work out, but in the event you don't, there is a gentleman. You guys probably know him as the Allstate guy. His name is...
We should probably find out if he's like married.
No, he's single the last time I checked.
No way.
The Allstate guy. His name is Dennis Haysbert.
Sorry, Zafar. You have to call us in 5 minutes, babe.
He's tall, dark, and handsome. He's in your age group, and he's sexy. He's so attractive. So, if either of you, I'm going to tag both of you, Kris Jenner and Dennis Haysbert. If you're both single, you both live in the LA area, you need to go out with one another.
Yeah.
I will facilitate this because I feel that strongly that this is your man.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the event that you and Corey don't work out.
Yeah. Exactly.
You heard it here first. Okay, guys.
Yes, exactly.
So,
you know what I want to touch on quickly as well?
Sure.
Is age difference.
Yeah.
So, why do you think it is that you don't think that Corey is a good match for her? Is it the age difference?
Yes.
What about age difference makes a match not work?
Well, there's nothing wrong with a little age gap. I'm not saying that everybody has to date someone 1 or 2 years younger or older than one another.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get out of the decade of that age, so like in that 10-year mark, you're not the same people. You don't listen to the same music. You never watch the same TV shows. You're not in the same era as the person. And especially too, for a younger guy, older woman, it really makes the older woman feel very insecure about herself because anybody that's around her person's age or younger is way younger than you. Yeah. So now you start feeling insecure about yourself because you're like, oh my gosh, like anybody my person's going to be attracted to is going to be like 20 years younger than me. And gravity's a bitch. So, you don't want to start getting into that. And then also too, you don't want to, older guy, younger girl, you don't want to be in the daddy realm of, that person's going to tell you what to do because they're just older than you. They tell their kids what to do. So why wouldn't they tell you what to do? Yeah, exactly. So, and you're just, that's just generally speaking. I'm sure there's lots of couples out there that obviously have met their, they have a significant other who's much
Yeah. Is there a circumstance in where it worked? Somebody that was so much younger?
Yeah.
Who?
You know that weird story of the teacher who slept with her?
Oh, what's her name? Mary
something.
Mary,
Yeah.
Mary Kate
Letourneau?
Letourneau.
Is that her?
Yeah, but I think, we'd have to say
She
that
went
worked.
to jail. She had a baby. She had
Yeah.
2 babies. And I think
They might still be together.
Yeah, I think just recently they were having some. But I mean, they've been together for 20-something years.
So I guess you'd have to consider that work.
Yeah, I feel
That
like
work.
these are general terms that we're going to be using.
Yeah,
right.
of course.
There's always going to be those one-away instance that it works.
Yes.
The con didn't ruin the relationship. You were cheated on and it didn't work. I'm not looking for something serious and the person gets swiped off their feet. I mean, there's all those one-away things that can happen and it can be you. But when you're talking about generally speaking, no. It just, whatever foot it starts out on, it usually ends on that same one. So that's
you want to be careful with that. You want to be mindful of how you start relationships and or friendships for that matter. That's gonna matter. But so next week we're gonna chop it up about trust. And so that's gonna be under the umbrella of cheating and stealing, all kinds of stuff that happen in relationships. So catch us. You can follow us, obviously here, Love Listeners Live on Facebook, the Love Listeners on Instagram. Yeah. Our website is www.thelovelisteners.com. So you can check us out there for our latest blog. And if you're interested, we want to help. We're here to serve you. We understand that finding love is not as easy as it looks. It's frustrating and sometimes can be very
disappointing. So we're here to keep you hopeful and hopefully we can find the love of your life. So we'll see you next week and please DM us. We love receiving your messages. It's been great getting to know you guys and we will see you next week. Love you. Mean it. Bye. Bye, guys. Oops.